Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at AliExpress. We're going to be looking at whether it is a viable option for buying motorcycle parts. We'll be looking at all the important things we need to consider when buying online. We will be looking at how much the items cost, what the quality of the product is, how long it takes to get delivered, what the seller communication is like, and what happens when things go wrong. Can we get our money back and are we protected? So, if you're interested in any of that, hang around. But first, roll the credits. Welcome back. So what I'm going to be looking at is I'm going to share with you the experience I've had when buying things off AliExpress. I've bought a range of different priced items. I will be going from the most expensive right down to the cheapest. We will be comparing them like for like with prices that you would pay in the UK. And we will be looking at the actual quality of the products that I bought, and I will be fitting them to the bike so we can see how they actually fit onto the bike and whether they are any good and whether it is worth buying these products. So let's start. Okay, so let's start with the sticky subject of what happens when things go wrong. Well, up to yet, I've had no problems with AliExpress, and I have to give them 5 stars, 5 out of 5 for their customer service. I had one item. I bought a low seat for this bike, and it was just at the beginning of the COVID outbreak when lockdown started, and I didn't receive it. And I contacted the seller directly through the site, and they were absolutely brilliant. They apologised, they explained because it was the COVID lockdown out in China, and they just refunded my money straight away, and within 24 hours it was back in my account. So, 10 out of 10, that was some better customer service than I've had off British stores in eBay. So no problem there. Recently I ordered some back illuminated switchgear for my TRK, and I placed the order, and all of a sudden about a week to 2 weeks later I got an email telling me that they had refunded my money because they couldn't source the parts, they'd sold out, and they didn't know how long it would be, and they couldn't meet their shipping terms, what they agreed with me when I purchased the item. So I didn't even ask for my money back. They contacted me and they just refunded my money straight away. So again, 5 out of 5, you can't get better than that. So up to yet, I haven't really had any problems with getting my money back, and I have to say that the customer service has been really good. On all the items that I've bought, I've had a follow-up email from either the site itself or the actual seller updating me on the tracking of the delivery of the item. And then after as well, I always get an email asking me, was I pleased with the item? Would I be good enough to give them a rating? So all in all, I think it's on par with Amazon. I'd have no qualms about using AliExpress to purchase goods. Okay, however, there is a downside with AliExpress, and that is the delivery times. Everything that I've purchased, from the big expensive item right down to a little key fob, has all taken at least 4 weeks to get here. Now, I've only been using AliExpress since all the lockdowns have happened around the world, so I don't know whether that has anything to do with it or whether that is a standard shipping time for AliExpress. But everything has arrived around about 4 weeks or just after 4 weeks. So if you're in a rush for an item, then AliExpress isn't the way to go. Okay, so shipping costs as well. Shipping costs, to be honest, they haven't been too bad when you consider how far it's actually getting posted. Even with the shipping costs, you will find that the value, the amount of money that you save by using AliExpress on items, you're talking around about sometimes 50% or more saving on if you bought the same product in the UK. And I have to say that, you know, I've mentioned that everything is made in China nowadays. So the chances are, if you're buying off a company in the UK, the product has been imported from China, and it is exactly the same product that you will be buying from AliExpress. So bear that in mind. Okay, so let's get into it then. We need to take a look at the products, what I paid for them, what sort of quality they are, and we'll compare them with the price in the UK. So I will start with the most expensive thing, and we will start with my crash bars that are installed on this bike. Okay, so the most expensive item I have ever bought off AliExpress are these crash bars here. Now, if you look at the top part of the crash bar, those are the ones from AliExpress. This part here that they're bolted to is the original crash bars from the manufacturer that was supplied with the bike. Now, first of all, let's talk about quality. I can see absolutely no difference between the quality of welds, the quality of metal, the weight, the sturdiness, the construction of these crash bars compared to these. They are both the same. They are both of the same quality. Actually fitting the crash bars onto the bike, they fitted no problem whatsoever. So no worries about whether the item would fit. But the big difference is price. And also I have to also mention something that you get with AliExpress. A lot of times you find items on AliExpress that you can't actually find in this country. So I'd seen photographs of bikes with these crash bars on, and I tried to get a set of these crash bars in the UK, and at the time I couldn't find them anywhere. I looked on eBay, I looked on Amazon Express, I looked at online retailers, and I couldn't find any crash bars of this style. I have to say now, I mean, I've had these at most probably over 12 months, and since then you can now get them on eBay, you can now get them on Amazon. But let's talk about price. Now, I paid, I think, around about £110 for these crash bars. I've looked on, I think, Amazon this morning, and they range anywhere from about £220 to about £300. So that is less than half price buying on AliExpress. Yes, I had to wait 4 weeks for them, but you know, to be honest, I think waiting 4 weeks and saving yourself over £100 is well worth it. So with these, I had no problems with the order. As I've said, I had great communication with the seller, great communication with the site. They turned up, they were as advertised, they're good quality. So absolutely no problem with these crash bars, saved myself over £100. Okay, so next item. This is a side stand plate. I sourced this off AliExpress. I think I paid around £10 for it. Now looking at this, to be honest, I'm very pleased with it. It feels substantial, it feels good quality. There's no rough edges on it. You know, it's definitely the sort of quality I would expect if I bought this from Amazon or eBay. So comparing it to Amazon, I think the best one I could get as close to this one was £20. So again, I'm saving myself 50% on this item. And yeah, I can't say just how pleased I am with it. It feels substantial and heavy. It does look and feel good quality, and I am very happy getting this for £10. Okay, next item. This is the oil filler cap, the screw cap that fits onto the bike. Now, I bought this from AliExpress, and I paid £4.40 or £4.50, something like that. And to be honest, again, it feels very good quality. There's no rough edges on it. The thread seems fine. It comes with an O-seal, an O-ring that fits on. It's got really nice detail on it. It looks durable. I can't fault it at all. For £4.40, that's quite amazing. And what's even more amazing is I went onto Amazon to try and source this, and from the pictures it looks like the identical one, and I'm sure it was about £15, £14.50 or something like that. So again, I'm saving myself at least a tenner buying this. So once again, AliExpress, absolutely brilliant, cannot fault it. Okay, next item, a back brake reservoir guard. Again, sourced from AliExpress, and to be honest, it's quite lightweight. It's like a cast alloy, but you know, it is very good quality. There's no rough edges on it, there's no pitting on it or anything. I paid around about £8 for this. However, I've looked on Amazon and I think the price for this is about £21. So again, an absolute excellent saving. And it looks like, from the pictures, they look identical items. So once again, a big saving to be had with AliExpress. Okay, last item. Front brake reservoir cover. Again, it's a nice item. It feels as though it's alloy. There's very nice detailing on the top. If you can see all the ribs and the chamfered out bit with the Benelli logo on. And, you know, that isn't a sticker, that's actually printed on there. It does look quite a good quality piece. I paid around about £9 for this on AliExpress. They're about £19, £20, something like that on Amazon. Now, I have to say with this one, I have my reservations about this one because I've offered it up to the top of the reservoir on the bike, and it looks on the small side, to be honest. So I don't know whether this is going to fit, but we'll get onto that now. We'll fit all the individual parts on the bike and we see how we go on with them. Okay, so I've fitted all the items to the bike and I have to say that I'm very impressed. All the fasteners, I mean, these Allen head screws, in the olden days when you bought cheap things off the internet, these would be as strong as Swiss cheese, and as soon as you started to tighten them up, the Allen key would just strip inside the top of the fitting. These, I think they're stainless steel. They're very, very good, strong fittings if they're not stainless steel. The fit to the stand is absolutely perfect. It went on a dream. It wasn't difficult to get on. And as you can see, everything fits perfectly. Okay, next item. The rear brake reservoir guard, and as you can see, that fits absolutely perfectly as well. And to be honest, it's a good job that I fitted it, because I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but my brake fluid is really low, so that is another job that needs doing, topping up the rear brake fluid. But yeah, again, you just use the original fastener that came with the bike, and it's as simple as taking the bolt out, popping it on, putting the bolt back in, and it fits absolutely perfectly, and I think it looks really good. Okay, so here we can see the oil filler cap. It fitted absolutely perfectly. I've had the engine running, no oil's come out, it's nice and secure, it's nice and tight, the threads fitted absolutely spot on. Really happy with it. Okay, so this is the one that was concerning me. The front brake reservoir cover and cap, and I can say that I had no need to have any concerns because it fits absolutely perfect, and I think it looks really, really well. So there you have it. That has been my experience with using AliExpress, and I have to say it's been a favourable one. I've been very happy overall with the seller communication, with the site communication. I've been very happy when things have gone wrong. I've had my money back, absolutely no problems whatsoever. I haven't had to, you know, continuously chase things up like you do on eBay and occasionally on Amazon. Yeah, very, very good. The only downside with AliExpress is you do have to wait a long time to get the goods delivered. And I suppose the other thing that I haven't encountered but you should consider is if you do get something delivered and there's something wrong with it, it's going to take a long time to post back. I don't know what the procedure is with that, so that is something to consider. I've never come across that problem, so I can't really advise on what you would do in those circumstances. But on the whole, you know, if you need to save money, if you're on a budget, you're going to be looking at saving, I would say, 50% or more on most items. And 9 times out of 10, well, 10 times out of 10 with my experience, the things that I've bought direct from AliExpress are exactly the same products that you would buy off any site that is selling Chinese manufactured goods. They are the same items, you're just cutting the middleman out, and that's why you're saving 50%. So I hope it's been of some interest. I hope it's been informative and helpful to anybody out there who's considering using AliExpress or who has never given it a second thought. Perhaps it's time to start looking at saving yourself some money. I'd just like to say, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it the big thumbs up. Please subscribe and ding the notifications bell. Subscribing is a big one for me because I'm trying to get the subscription level up where I can go into local dealers and ask for rides on bike using the subscription tally as a lever. Obviously, they're going to be more inclined to give me multiple rides on different bikes if it's good advertising for them. So that's in your hands. The majority of people who are watching the channel aren't subscribers. You know, if you just take 5 seconds to ding that notifications bell and ding the subscriptions bell, I'm going to be able to put so much more content on, so many different bikes on. So please, if you can, please subscribe to the channel. Everybody who has already subscribed, thank you very much. Thank you for keeping the faith. All that's left to say is, ride safe out there. Bike Rider Reviews out.